So I'm going to quickly talk about, some of these experiences that link to a lot of what other people have been discussing here today, especially Alex's presentations, perfect introduction. And also our goal is this to be also a set of tools for things like the simulations that Daniel was mentioning before, or the work that you all are doing both at the classroom, in the classroom and outside. So this is a collaboration with a lot of people involving a lot of institutes. You can see Alex and Susanna here, and some people not only at the IRI but also from University of Reading and University of Colorado. So very quickly, I'm gonna start actually with the main conclusion, with the end, the summary. What we want to discuss here are some of these experiences in Central America, in particular, these contrasting examples, like the caravan in 2018, the caravans in 2018, and actually previous years, and also what we have seen earlier this year. And one of the things that we want to discuss here with you is if we can, how difficult, as everyone else has been saying, how difficult it is to disentangle all the different factors involved in this human mobility and the so-called climate migration. So as we all know, we see a lot in the news regarding these caravans or these migrations, in particular from Central America, directly related to climate change. But if we really want to, run, a few of these simulations examples that were discussed before, sometimes it's very important to understand what is driving the migration, because then we might be able to point to particular solutions or I'm going to call it management, activities. That is not always easy, and sometimes it's actually not important to really understand what is the source of the migration. We have those migrants coming, for example, to the US, moving from place A to place B, and we really need to address that independently of what the factors are. But some people are interested, as Alex just explained, in having like these, not necessarily forecasts, but these projections in terms of what might we expect regarding human mobility and migration the next few years. And in the news, we see a lot of these interesting claims. And we have been conducting some modeling work. We have been paying attention to the details in terms of this modeling work. I'm not going to discuss those details right now, but if you are interested in this and how these mathematical models and projections can be done and all the limitations, just talk to us later. But just so, I can go directly to the point, we don't have a lot of time. As we all know here, migrations are natural responses from society to a different kind of drivers. And what we have found is that the most important thing is, as usual, to understand the context, the socioeconomic factors impacting the vulnerability of the population. So things like waves of violence, structural violence, those have also been discussed in this workshop, or climate drivers are triggers. So I don't know if we can really talk about causes of migration, because these are, as I said, so entangled and difficult to understand. But some work can be done. And for example, when we analyzed the 2018 caravan, we didn't find any concrete evidence that that was actually related to climate change. Indeed, there was a signature, a climate signature there related to a multi-year drought that is, we found, not directly related to climate change. So I don't want to bore you with the details, but we did a detailed analysis of the different trends in temperature, rainfall, and evapotranspiration, and the impact on crop, et cetera, that has been claimed to be related to climate change. And that was not, we didn't find any relationship to climate change. We did see some important climate change signature in the most recent, if you want, set of, migration or human mobility from Central America. We were just paying attention recently to this Central America issue related to last year's activity of the Eta and Iota hurricanes. And there is evidence, there is an increasing amount of evidence showing that indeed climate change and increasing sea surface temperature can change the characteristics of these hurricanes and actually increase the impact that we see. So just to summarize, this is a very interesting contrast in these two cases that we have mentioned here that can teach us a lot about not only the causes or potential projection capacity that we might have from a scientific point of view, but also how even if the sources, even if the causes are different, we still have like this important issue that we need to deal with. So, for additional information, just talk to any of us later. Again, like the entire team is right there listed. So thank you very much.